Using web fonts instead of relying on system-installed fonts come with both benefits and drawbacks. Web fonts make websites beautiful, unique, and modern through variety of available font designs. You can make your website more accessible and functional by using a web font. For example, there is no clear identification of lowercase l and uppercase I letters in old system fonts of Helvetica, Arial, and Calibri. But many modern fonts such as IBM Plex Sans creates clarity among both letters. There may be some kerning issues in old system fonts. For example, RN can be mistaken for M, and as a result, burn can be mistakenly read as bum. However, modern web fonts effectively resolve kerning issues in text rendering, which improves clarity and readability of text. Now let me discuss some drawbacks of using web fonts. As browsers must download a web font from a remote server on demand, it may affect website speed. Many users leave the slow websites, which may result in increase of bounce rate and negatively impact search ranking. In some cases, while waiting for the font to be downloaded, browsers delay the rendering of text on the page. Such delay may impact negatively in FCP and LCP, which are first contentful paint and largest contentful paint. During text rendering, when primary and fallback fonts swap, it may result in cumulative layout shift, a nuisance for the website user. Layout shift happens because different fonts require different space on the page due to difference of glyph sizes. Web fonts also have limitations. Any single web font has limited capacity and cannot support all glyphs and scripts that are required to display text of a website. Most web fonts support only one or two writing systems. Most web fonts only comprise commonly used and limited character sets. For example, Concert 1 font has only 232 glyphs, whereas Roboto fonts has over 3000 glyphs. A common Latin web font cannot support some scripts such as Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. This is better explained in this Microsoft document, which says, starting with Windows Vista, the Windows core fonts contain support for most of the world's writing systems, including Latin, Hebrew, Arabic, Greek, Cyrillic, Thai, and each of the East Asian scripts. However, no single font contains all of these writing systems. Most fonts contain a single script and the basic Latin characters. There are some situations when web fonts may fail to load. For example, old browsers may not support a web font due to some new font technology, such as font variability. Web font cannot be downloaded due to very slow internet connection at user end. Web fonts challenges include accessibility, internationalization support, performance, privacy, and security threats. At the end, I can suggest that you should use a web font according to the requirement of text on your web page. For example, a Latin font is enough if most of your content is written in English language. Some fonts of each operating system come to rescue our primary web fonts when required. I conclude this video that despite all of these drawbacks of web fonts, I still prefer a web font on my website. Please watch our next video for practical ways to minimize the drawbacks of web fonts. You can share your opinion in comments. You can learn more about facts and usage tips about fonts in next videos by Dozro. If you like this video, consider liking it and following our social media pages.